Now live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri, it's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Hey guys, good morning and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. Happy Friday. Happy to be here with you this morning. Beautiful, warm, and roasty, hot, sunny summer day outside. Temps are going up all over the country. Good stuff. We had a nice little reprieve this last week, though, but it was calm and quiet and whatnot. But it's warming back up now, so summer's not done yet. Although people are already decorating for fall. It's kind of crazy. Don't believe what's going on with that, but I'm sure Christmas decorations are already up in Walmart and everywhere else. So 'tis the season. It's back to school, folks. We got next week. I think the kids are back in school sometime next week, maybe the following week. We're close. Anyway, so welcome to the show. Those of you new to the show out there in YouTube land and Facebook world, this is Wake Up with Greg. This is my weekly show every weekday, every Friday weekday, something like that, 9 a.m. Central Time, and we are here to share the coolest instruments on the internet for you. Today I have a trio of clarinets. I feel like we've kind of neglected clarinets a little bit here lately, but I got an amazing one in this week, so I wanted to share that with you, plus a couple of repeats that you may have seen a while back. But we got that. Plus, we've also got some, for our Something Cool segment, we've got some more cool, what do we call them, hot rod kits or something like that, so that you can just take your saxophone to the next level. So share that cool stuff with you as well. What do we got going on besides that? I think it's back to school season for us. This is our big season of the year. This is where we do a large portion of our business, getting all the kiddos started on their musical journeys. And it's a big, important time for us, and it's a really special gift that we have been blessed with to be able to, share music with the world and get kiddos started on that journey. So we rent out about 1.5 million instruments. I may be exaggerating by a little bit, but man, if we rented 1 million, that would be awesome. That would be fantastic. We would love to do that. So let's just manifest that. We're going to rent 1 million instruments this year. Of course, everybody from the company who's watching that is like, we can't rent 1 million instruments. We would all die. But it would be fun, certainly, to try and make it happen. But what else? We got anything going on? Let's say good morning to Jordan before I start asking him questions. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning.
How are you, brother?
I'm good.
Good. Happy to have you back.
Yeah, thank you.
It's always great to have Max here. He does such a great job filling in for you. But
yeah, he does.
There's nobody like Jordan.
Well, thank you.
So what's new in your world, my friend?
It's been a pretty busy season.
Yeah.
Just lots of videos being made. Yeah.
Lots of videos. We got lots of new stuff coming up. I was talking with Alec and Nate both. I guess we got a lot more live stream stuff kind of coming down the pipe here eventually. So stay tuned for all of that on all of our channels, because it's just going to blow up around here with all kinds of more and better content for you guys. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Have we decided, by the way, is my show going to move to Tuesdays or Thursdays? Alex said something about Tuesdays yesterday.
Yeah, we don't know 100% yet.
All right. So for those of you watching, we're going to have a different time for the next few weeks for this show. We don't know what that is yet. So you're just going to have to stay tuned to your YouTube and Facebook channels and make sure you're subscribed so you get the notifications. Hit the bell so you get, all the notifications. I just said that twice. Okay. You want to make sure you're notified of the stuff that's coming up. So because it's just a crazy season, the schedules get a little tight, a little crazy around here. So we'll be still doing the show. Don't worry, we'll be here, but it's going to be a different day and maybe even a different time. I think we're going to bump it up a half hour back to our original time of 8:30 maybe, or something like that. So anyway, stay tuned for that. We'll let you know what's going on, but we'll still be here and still be doing it. So make sure that you're with us, and we thank you for being here. So as a reminder, make sure you hit all the little buttons: subscribe, share, like, hit the bell, I don't know what else is there. I think that's all of them, you know. Just tell all your friends about us. So, and then of course we've got the live stream chat going on. You can ask your questions, leave your comments, let us know where you're watching from in the world, and I can give you a shout out and we can interact. It makes it a lot more fun when we can interact with each other. I see Max is on there this morning. Good morning, Max. Happy to have you with us. And so I guess that's all the ramblings that I have for you this morning. We might as well just dive into this whole party, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right.
How about you tell us about your shirt and watch before we hop into the horns?
Oh, and by the way, I have my Hawaiian coffee back. Thank you very much, Ma Claire,
nice.
for sourcing the Hawaiian coffee. So, been super happy about that. So, the shirt and watch. And speaking of watches, we're going to have a special reveal of my next new watch coming up. So stay tuned for that as well. We'll give more hints about that as that comes up. But today's watch, this is kind of my first fancy watch, if you want to call it that. Nicer watch, if you will. This was a Christmas gift from my wife years ago. I don't even remember how many years ago, but it's been a hot minute. It's a Bulova, and there's the fancy camera there, so I don't know if you can see it. I need to do maybe some just little short videos of my watches so you can actually see them again. We'll do a Greg's Watch Collection series or something like that. So we can maybe put that on our Instas or TikToks or whatever. But that's a Bulova watch. I don't know the model on it, but it's got a really cool kind of smoke gray black dial with kind of some guilloche styles on there with the two-toned hands and all kinds. This is a really cool watch. I just love this watch. I've had it for a long time, and it's still one of my faves. So that's my Bulova watch. And then the shirt, Daniel Cremieux. This is my fish shirt. This one debuted on our trip last year to Maine when we went to get some lobster and went sailing and all that. So yeah, this is just little blue fish. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, for those of you Dr. Seuss fans out there. All right, so that's the shirt, that's the watch, that's the game. Let's take a look at some clarinets. I think that would be the fun thing to do. Yeah. Somebody trying to break in the door over here. All right, got my fancy gloves on. Clarinets don't show fingerprints as much as like saxophones and trumpets do because they're all made out of metal. The wood doesn't really pick up the fingerprints. The keys will, the silver keys and whatnot. So I'm doing a kind of a vertical deal here with some Yamaha clarinets. We're starting, they're all professional grade, but we're going to do like the entry pro, the advanced pro, and then the premium pro, if you will. All right, so this one, we'll start by showing you the case here. All of these cases come in kind of a French style hard wood shell case, and then with a case cover over that, zippered case cover. And this one's pretty simple. No real extra pockets or anything on this one. This is the Yamaha YCL, and they're all going to start with that, YCL for Yamaha clarinet. This is the 650, is it Mark II or Mark III at this point? Mark II, YCL 650 Mark II. And if I can get the latch there we are. And just to kind of show you, that's how it shows up in the case there. You know, that's fancy. Nice, plush, burgundy red, velvety interior. Really beautiful. All right, let's throw this guy together and show you what we got going on here. This is an all grenadilla wood clarinet. So grenadilla, also known as, or grenadilla. I mean, you'll have to ask the proper way to pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced so many different ways. Also known as African, if I can get my mouth working, African blackwood. You know, a similar wood would be like an ebony or a rosewood or something like that. But grenadilla is a very dense wood, which has properties that make it a very warm, rich sounding instrument. So this is the YCL 650 grenadilla wood with silver plated keys, bright silver plated keys, adjustable thumb hook on the back. Pretty standard as far as a pro model clarinet is concerned, but this would be a great instrument for an advancing middle school player or even, you know, a high school player. It's professional grade, so this would certainly work beyond that as well. Great for college and beyond. So this is a good, solid, if you're looking for an affordable professional grade clarinet. This one is just a rock star. This one handles everything. Great for all styles of music, whether you're playing classical or chamber music or you know, if you're playing some more popular jazz and pop type stuff. So you can do pretty much anything with this. Polycylindrical bore, of course, as is kind of the standard these days. Are these leather pads? I can't remember. I don't think well, they kind of look like they might be, but I don't think they are. Unstained natural African blackwood. It's just an absolutely beautiful piece. This is the YCL-CSVT, folks. You can pick this up on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006 or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com. You can take one of these home with you today. Comes as a kit, of course, with the mouthpiece, cap and ligature. It's a hard rubber mouthpiece. I think it's the 4. Oops, if I can get my fingers on it here. Yamaha custom. Doesn't say, but anyway, it's a hard rubber mouthpiece nonetheless. So that is clarinet number 1 for you. And you know, in the price point on these guys, it's not too bad, really. I mean, $2,500 shoot, for a pro clarinet, you can't beat that. And Yamaha, you know, they're going to have like just rock solid intonation on these guys. They're going to have just a beautiful sound, very free blowing, very easy playing, very flexible and versatile instrument you can do just about anything with. So that is clarinet number 1. Check it out. I'd like to send one of these home with you today. So that's the first one. What do we got next, Mr. Jordan?
All right. You want to recommend some music to us?
I do want to recommend some music to you. And my wife kind of introduced this to me over the weekend, I think, last weekend. She's been on some weird algorithm for some new kind of crazy music. But I absolutely fell in love with this group. And my earbuds are dead again, so I'm going old school with this. And I just made a big old mess of this. So I want to be able to hear it. So if I can get untied here. Guys, I apologize. I feel like I'm just so unprofessional right now trying to figure out how to make these earbuds work. Anyway, there we go. I got it now. I'm going to plug this one in. All right, so this is a group, a brand new group on the scene, and I love sharing new music with you. Let's call this style groove grass. You know what bluegrass is, of course, and you know what jam bands are, you know, kind of the Bela Fleck kind of stuff. But this group, they're based out of Nashville, and from just top-rated players. And they're called Slap Dragon. A funny name, I don't know, Slap Dragon. Formed by bassist Scott Mulvihill. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I apologize if I got it wrong. He's a bass player, and he's actually the inventor of Database. Like, I don't know if that's like a program for bass players or a bass pedal or something. I don't know what it is. Anyway, but he's played with everybody, Corey Wong and Ricky Skaggs and Alison Krauss, a ton of people. And then the vocalist is Laura Behrens, and she's also played with Corey Wong and a few others. And then they have a rotating roster of just top-end Nashville musicians, guitar and mandolin and others, drums and whatnot. So they typically run around as like a five-piece group, and then, like I said, they kind of rotate people in and out. But they've only got 3 songs on Spotify right now, and I'm hoping that there is a EP or LP or something coming soon. So you're going to want to check them out, Slap Dragon, because I think they're going to be something huge. And this song is called Pool Song. It's a great song for the summer because Laura is singing all about the swimming pool and all of the games and all of the things that you do in a swimming pool. And since we're still in summer, you know, kind of the last gasp of summer before kids get back into school, I thought this was a perfect song for that. So we're going to roll this. This is a live video of Slap Dragon playing Pool Song. Hit it. Be sure to listen for all those cool references. cool. It's this fun summer song. And like I said, I love introducing new music, especially when it's music that I've never heard of before, because I get excited about it. So I'm hoping, like I said, that this group is going to have some new music come down soon. But check out their other two, there's other two songs on Spotify. This song will be added to the Wake Up with Greg playlist on Spotify, so you can check that out. And along with the 18 hours, I just checked it, we've got 18 hours of music on there now. 18 hours.
Wow.
That's more than your work day. So now you have to listen for 2 or 3 days straight, right? Just plug it in and just go, because it's awesome. So get on Spotify and check out the Wake Up with Greg playlist. It's public, it's available to you. Max says I'm so very unprofessional. That's true, I really am. All right, well, I'm gonna unplug my ear because I don't need to hear myself for the rest of this time, so I just needed to hear that song. So now, let's get into instrument number 2, which is another clarinet. And we're gonna put the gloves back on. This is clarinet number 2. This is from the custom series. And you see where the features, the amenities that come with these cases is stepping up. So again, we have a nice case cover, a similar case on the inside, but we've got a big accessory pocket on the front there where you can store all kinds of stuff. And then if I can, oh, there's junk in the way there. Let me get that in there. Come on. Get out of the way. All right, there we go. And then on the back, there's a little bit of storage pocket there. So you got more room to put stuff in this one. This is the Yamaha YCL-CSVR. Custom CS series, professional grade. This is, in my opinion, one of the best clarinets on the market, guys. This is just an absolute beast. Similar, I mean, I think the actual wood part of the case is the same as the last one there, so very similar. And so what do we have here that is a bonus upgrade from the previous clarinet? Well, you get more hand work in here. You get hand-cut, undercut tone holes on this. You get more ergonomically designed key work. You get leather pads on this. You just get all of the best features that you can. Plus, this does come as an outfit with the mouthpiece cap and ligature as well, in matching finish, with the custom mouthpiece. Same mouthpiece as in the last one, actually, so kind of surprising. You know, when you're playing a clarinet at this level, you're going to use your own mouthpiece anyway. It's rare that you'll use the one that comes with the instrument, but some people do. So, all appearances would lead you to believe this is the same clarinet as the last one. They look very similar. The only thing that can tell you the difference in looking at it is in the logos. We've got the custom CS logo there for the CSVR. So Yamaha has a few different series of professional clarinets. They've got the CS series, the CG series, and the SVR, I think, maybe. Anyway, you'd have to double check that for me. But this is a top of the line, very, very versatile clarinet. The bore taper is a little bit different than you get in the 650, but you get a higher grade of wood, you get higher grade silver plating, and like I said, a lot more hand finishing involved in this one. But as you can see, this is also made of grenadilla wood, same as the other. But I've been playing a Yamaha clarinet for decades now, and I absolutely love it. And I think I may have finally, after years, found one that I might like better. So I'm a little bit scared about that, because this one is really close. Actually, my clarinet, I think, that I have had since 1988, I think this is the modern version of that, really, the CSVR. Mine is a YCL-72, so I think that kind of morphed into this over the years. But this is top grade professional clarinet. Will work for any advancing high school player, any advancing college player, certainly any professional player wanting to play in a symphony or any kind of other smaller orchestra, chamber group, whatever, clarinet ensemble. But also a great, of course, I do a lot of jazz on my clarinet, so I'm not a classical player by any stretch of the imagination. But this is just one of the best clarinets, I think, on the market today. The Yamaha YCL-CSVR. And this is an absolute gem of a clarinet. Just check that out. It's so beautiful. You can take this home today. I've got a few of them in stock, so give me a call. Check out our website, palinmusic.com, or, check out our reverb page at reverb.com. Beautiful, beautiful clarinets there. I don't know that it translates. The only way, I guess I'm going to have to start playing these things again for you so you can really hear the differences. And I apologize that I'm not playing today. Again, with the earpieces, I also, forgot my mouthpiece. So a lot going on in my world, so I forget things from time to time. But because visually, hard to tell the difference, one to the other unless you've got them in your hands, really. And that's kind of true of most clarinets. It's really hard from 2 feet away to tell one clarinet from another. So you've got to hear it and you've got to feel it. But trust me on this. This is a top grade pro clarinet, Yamaha YCL-CSVR, available for you right now. Come and check it out. So that is, boom, clarinet number 2. And I got one more to show you, but we've got something else to do in between now and then.
Can you show us something cool?
Something cool. Too cool for school. Yep, I can do that. Boom. Got that all closed up there. Excellent. All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave the gloves on for this next bit because what I have to show you, we don't want to get these fingerprinty either. So Yamaha, we've talked about that we've become a Yamaha Shokunin Select dealer here at Palin Music Center, which is just a higher level of artistry and professionalism with Yamaha instruments. Yeah, I know, Max, you want to hear it played. I'll see what I can do. We'll do it next time. And with the Shokunin, we have access to some of their specialty items, some of their, like I said, your hot rod things, if you will. You think of mouthpieces and ligatures and all that kind of stuff, but when it comes to a saxophone, the sound is created in the neck. The neck is really a hugely important piece of the saxophone, and so we've got custom necks available for you. These are Yamaha necks, so these are going to work with Yamaha instruments. And I do plan to find out for you if they can be modified to be used on other brands as well. But here's what we're looking at. I'm going to start with the first one here. Let me find the V series. I should have them right there. There's the V series. So there's the V series, there's the E series, and then there's the C series. The V series is what pretty much comes standard on Yamaha's professional saxophones, like the 875EX and the 82Z. But those are just going to be in whatever finish the saxophone comes in. But what you can do is you can hot rod that with a different finished neck. This one in particular, this is a sterling silver neck. So the V1, let me just tell you what the V neck offers. It's the largest bore for the Yamaha line. It's free-blowing, extremely flexible, allows access to a more extreme dynamic range with a wider palette of tonal expression. And then with sterling silver, it will liven up the player's sound by providing a wider dynamic range with increased flexibility. So that is just an absolutely beautiful piece that you can add to your saxophone. If you want to change your color palette, change your voice, change your sound, a neck is a great way to do that. And these will work with either the 875 or the 82Z series, and probably the 62s as well. In fact, I'm pretty sure of that. So, but this one is the V series, which is the standard neck that comes with the horns, but this is in a solid silver metal, which gives you just an extreme dynamic range of sound. It's a really beautiful. I used to have an alto with a sterling silver neck on it that I absolutely love, but sadly it wasn't getting played enough for me to keep it going, so I sold it, as we sax players do from time to time. So that's the V neck. The next neck is the E neck, and let me show you this one here. The E neck has a more gradual taper to the bore, which offers excellent control of the airflow for quick response, superb intonation. Also includes increased flexibility for the player who wants a bit more freedom with their sound. And then this one happens to be in black, the black lacquer finish, which they offer on both the 875s and the 82Zs now. But hey, throw a black neck on a gold saxophone, that would look really cool and unique. So the taper between the two, you're not going to be able to see that visually if I hold them next to the one next to the other. You just can't know that the specifications of the internal bore of these necks are a little bit different. The taper is different, which again provides that amount of flexibility or control that you may want on that. So that is the E series neck. This is for tenor. We also have these for alto as well. So, and then the third one here is the C neck. And I'm going to say C for control, but because it's the really tight neck, the smallest bore taper that gives you the most control over the, wait a minute, oh, I grabbed the wrong one. That's the one you just looked at. Hold up, I'm going backwards here. I'll fix it. All right. And check out the cool boxes, you know, got the fun neck design there. And then this one here, they actually changed their box design this year. I don't know why. I actually kind of like these old boxes, the way they hold the necks better. So then here is one. This is the C series neck. So the C series neck has the smallest bore taper. Particular bore design provides the player with greatest possible control for quick response, excellent intonation, and focused tone. This particular neck is gold plated. So we've talked about plating and metals and materials a lot on this show, and that plating is going to affect the tone. It's going to give you a rich, warm, thick tone to the horn that you might not get with your standard finishes. So, and plus it just looks beautiful. This is the gold-plated C neck. This is the, let's see, YAC for Yamaha accessories, SN for saxophone neck, and then this is the T, what is it, the TV1? No, TC1G. All right. So we've got the V neck, the E neck, and the C neck. So those are my something cool for you. These are all live on the website. These are all on Reverb. You can check these out. Or come in, more importantly, come into the store and pick out a Yamaha saxophone and then just try all the different necks with it. And you may end up getting 2 or 3 additional necks for your saxophone because it makes a difference. It really, really does. In fact, the world of custom saxophone necks has really kind of exploded these past few years. Many, many makers out there, like private, boutique builders that are just making saxophone necks or mouthpieces and whatnot, are doing that kind of thing, which is really cool. So check those out. That's my something cool. All right. Last item up for grabs, and this is the clarinet that made me cry. Not really, but it did make me all warm and fuzzy inside, for sure. This is the Yamaha YCL-CSVR. Now, I've already talked about a CSVR, but this is the ASP version, which the ASP stands for Atelier Special. So what is Atelier? Well, Atelier is basically a master craftsman or artisan craftsman that Yamaha has used that term to define their in-house custom shop, basically, where they work on instrument design, in this case a clarinet, but they have Atelier for saxophones and flutes and trumpets and trombones, the whole deal. And this is the first of the Atelier pieces that we've had. So this is a CSVR taken to the next level, a very hot-rodded CSVR. And oh my gosh, I played it the other day and I've never heard anything like it, never felt anything like it when I played a clarinet before. So I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe my clarinet's just old and needs some upgrading, but yeah, I'd love to own this one. And, or even better, I'd love for you guys to own this one, so you need to pick it up. But as you can see, an upgraded bag as well. We've got more exterior pockets up here, so we've got 2 smaller ones and 1 larger pocket up top. Plus we got more pockets on the back again. We've got strap hooks for a shoulder strap, all that good stuff. And the case is a little nicer case as well on the inside here. So let me, if I can find the zipper pulls there. And there we go. So this has got, is it black? Yeah, I think that's black. It kind of has a greenish tint to it, but there's the the inside of the case here. So some very important features I want to point out to you before I assemble this, because some of the things, if I assemble it first, you won't be able to see. So with the CSVR Atelier Special, you get metal capped tenons with the silver caps on there. So that cap does a number of things for you. For one, it adds a little bit of mass to the horn, which gives you a much more resonant sound. But it also protects those tenons from cracking or splitting. So it's a much more beneficial way. Clarinet companies have been doing it for years, but some of their lower price instruments they don't typically do it on, but on the higher ones they do. So metal caps, that's one major feature. Another feature that you can't see on this is the undercut tone holes on this, done by hand for precision and mastery of that particular deal. So the rest of this I'm going to put together so you can see but you can see the cap on the upper joint as well, both in the center and on the top. So it's a little bit heavier clarinet in that regard. So with that weight, with that mass, comes a sound like you just wouldn't believe. This one does come with 2 barrels, and then you can't really see, but the logos are engraved on the bells as opposed to just being stamped on there. So the barrels, you get 2 barrels, one 65 millimeter and one 66 millimeter, boom, like that. So the reason for that is, depending upon where you're playing, what you're playing in, orchestra or chamber group, the tuning may be a little bit different depending upon the pieces you play. So you may need to bring your clarinet pitch higher or lower depending on your setting there. So you get both options there, the 65 and the 66 barrel. So we'll pop that on there so you get the full picture here. And then with the Atelier Special, you'll get the silver badge right there. I don't know if you can see that there on the close-up deal. Can you see that, Jordan, on the close-up?
Bring it forwards a little more.
Are we on the close-up camera? I guess we are, aren't we? Yeah. Anyway, there's a little silver badge right there to indicate the Atelier Special. And then the other thing, all of the keys have been completely redesigned on this for ergonomics and feel. So your A key and your G sharp key have been tapered, have a little bit narrower taper. Your side trill keys. You've got an auxiliary E flat key here, which is really interesting. I've never played a clarinet with one of those before. And I don't know if it would be something that I would use personally with what I play, but once I figured it out, I'm sure it would be a benefit. But I watched a video of a classical artist using that, and it was an extremely useful key for basically when you're going over the break on a clarinet, which is one of the more complicated things to do. It makes it a lot easier to do that. So, and then on the back here, you've got a much more ergonomically designed register key. It's just an extremely comfortable, beautiful clarinet, and I am in love with it. So I don't know if it's going to end up in my house or not, but I hope it ends up in yours because it needs some love. This is the Yamaha YCL-CSVR-ASP for Atelier Special. So I'll try to get some kind of video going with an audio demonstration of this clarinet so you can actually hear how amazing it is. So that's a really, really beautiful piece, guys. Like I said, I'm in love with it. I hope you will be too. We just got this in this week, so check it out on the website and or give me a call. I'd love to talk to you about it and tell you all the things that I love about this clarinet. So that is piece number 3, and that kind of finishes us up. That's hard to say. Sometimes my mouth just don't work, or maybe it's my brain that doesn't work. I don't know. All right, so there you go. Those are the 3 clarinets for the day. I hope you enjoyed that. And so what do we got left, Mr. Jordan?
The only thing left is for you to share some wisdom with us.
Share some wisdom with you. Well, this isn't my wisdom. This wisdom comes from the great Ludwig van Beethoven. Ooh. I know, so you know it's going to be big. Beethoven says this about music, and I don't know if I've shared this quote before, but I don't think I have. So you'll have to correct me if I have, I apologize. Music is the one incorporeal entrance into the higher world of knowledge, which comprehends mankind, but which mankind cannot comprehend. I'm going to say that one again, because that's pretty deep. Music is the one incorporeal entrance into the higher world of knowledge, which comprehends mankind, but which mankind cannot comprehend. You're going to have to dwell on that one, ruminate on that. You're going to have to just like absorb that one for a while and just think about it and flesh that one out for yourselves. But that's a good deep thought. Yeah, so there you go. That's my piece of wisdom from Ludwig von Beethoven. And that's my show, guys. Been fun hanging out with you today. I really, really appreciate you spending the time with me and taking the time out of your day to do that. It means a whole lot, and I really appreciate you. So I'm going to leave you with this. Helping people make meaningful music is what we do, and when you're ready, I'm here for you too. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned for the show so you know when it's going to be. We'll see you next time.